Research is a big part of Columbia culture, and there are hundreds of opportunities available for students. Yet these opportunities are scattered across dozens of websites.
Finding research that fits your interests and skill set is like finding a needle in a haystack and involves so much search.
We interviewed students to better understand the research search and application experience at Columbia, and we discovered that it's much bigger than just a problem of disjointed websites. First, there's no unified method to look for research.
Second, there are a lot of uncertainties in the application process. In many cases, requirements and eligibility criteria aren't specified, and students aren't sure when they'll hear back or if they'll even hear back.
Finally, even labs struggle to promote their opportunities and stay organized.
And that's how we came up with RECON, a centralized platform to streamline research discovery for students and simplify outreach for research providers.
But then, tragedy struck. The night before Checkpoint 1 was due, this article came out on Spec.
The news put us in shambles. But then we had an idea.
We reached out to the undergraduate research office and were able to set up a meeting with the team involved in creating the website. We spoke to Executive Vice President for Research Jeanette Wing, Research Director Erica Peterson, and Jessica Eaton from CUIT, and we learned a lot about the development of the URL website and the areas that needed improvement.
A big finding was the URL website uses a third-party service. However, this service lacks important tools like an application creation process and dashboard, making it hard to create a standard application process for students.
We came out of this meeting with a new idea: to build an extension to fill in these gaps and support a streamlined application creation process and management experience. And that flow would fit right after this part of their website.
So we started prototyping. 3 elements were key for application creation design: eligibility criteria, required documents, and the creation of diverse question types. The dashboard was inspired by Handshake and incorporates filter menus and status dropdowns.
In our usability testing, we took notes on what users found intuitive and unintuitive. We also consulted professors on the content of our design. In our second design iteration, we incorporated the feedback, improved our design with inspiration from Google Forms, and also made the big decision to focus on building out the lab flow.
Let's look at the final implementation. I'll step into the role of a lab director. Like on the URL website, I can select a template for my project and give it a name. Next, I'll create the custom application form. I'll specify the eligibility criteria, add required documents, and start creating questions. I can create short answer, long answer, checklist, or linear scale questions. Great, my opportunity was successfully created. Let's visit the dashboard. Here's the opportunity we just created. Of course, there are no applications for it yet. Let's look at an opportunity we created a while back. We have some applications pending review, and we can filter based on eligibility and examine any application in more detail. We can leave notes for future reference, and I think this applicant is a great fit, so I'll move her forward in our process. I can download the applications by exporting as a CSV, and I can archive the opportunity if all positions have been filled.
We recently met with URO to present our implementation and user evaluation results. They were super happy and impressed with what we could accomplish, and we were excited to see how the URO will continue to improve the research experience at Columbia.